Gaining weight in your 40s despite eating less, it's not calories, it's hormones. Here's exactly what's happening and how to fix it. If you're a woman in your 40s or 50s who is successful, disciplined, capable, and consistent, but your weight feels completely out of control, this video is for you. I want you to hear this clearly. It's not that you lost motivation, you didn't lose discipline. Your body changed its entire operating system. Perimenopause is not just about a change in your period or hot flashes. It changes nearly every system in your body, especially the ones that control weight. Today, I'm walking you step by step through why your body is holding weight, what's happening from the biochemical and hormonal standpoint, and what you can do to take your body back. Let's break this down. First, let's talk about estrogen because this is often misunderstood. People think it's simply a reproductive hormone, but estrogen is one of your body's biggest metabolic regulators. Here's what estrogen actually does. It increases insulin sensitivity so you can get rid of and store sugar better. It helps you regulate your appetite signals, helps you to maintain lean muscle, reduces inflammation, and actually supports thyroid function. Estrogen also helps your body burn fat rather than store it when it's in balance. In perimenopause, estrogen doesn't just go low, it becomes unpredictable. High one week, low the next, high again, then low for weeks at a time. This hormonal chaos can actually contribute to increases in insulin. Insulin resistance means more fat storage, especially in the middle where women see me and they grab that area. This has nothing to do with calories. You could eat perfectly and still gain weight if your estrogen and your insulin are not operating as they should. Next, let's talk about low progesterone and high cortisol. High cortisol is a fat storing state. This is why perimenopause can feel like more anxiety, more irritability, more overwhelm. At the same time, your progesterone's dropping, which is your natural calming hormone that can help you sleep. And when cortisol is up, it can be pretty sneaky because it promotes that fat storage in the belly. So when you see that belly fat around the middle, think cortisol fat. Okay, let's talk about testosterone. And before we dive into it, I do have a deep dive video called The Complete Guide to Bioidentical Hormones. You can check it out here, and I'll also link it at the end of the video. But here's something you need to know. Women with low testosterone have issues way beyond low libido. Low testosterone is actually linked to slower metabolism, low motivation, low energy, decreased muscle, and weight gain. Not only that, just your drive and motivation is down. You can notice more fatigue as well. This is why strength training becomes essential, not optional. You need muscle to maintain your metabolism in perimenopause. That's why they say muscle is the new currency of aging. You really need to embrace that. Perimenopause creates the perfect recipe for insulin resistance. It's a state of low estrogen, high cortisol, low muscle mass. You're not sleeping well. Your body is inflamed for various reasons. You may be experiencing blood sugar instability at the same time. And with all of that, insulin is a fat-storing hormone. So insulin resistance creates more belly fat, stubborn weight, afternoon crashes when your blood sugar is up and down, which promotes more sugar cravings, which then just sort of enhances a cycle of feeling fatigued and craving again. And you wonder why you have brain fog because of the inflammation and the sugar swings. This is why traditional dieting stops working when you're in the perimenopause and menopause, because you're not really addressing those root problems that I talked about. So let's talk a little bit about gut. Estrogen actually supports the gut lining and your microbiome, your normal bacteria. When estrogen fluctuates, the gut becomes more reactive. You may notice bloating, water retention, and inflammation. You may have noticed that through your cycle, and that's because your hormones are fluctuating. But in the perimenopause, menopause, it can become even worse and more sustained. And all of these things can also contribute to the inability to lose weight. So here's what works. Balance insulin first. Protein-rich meals, focus on about 30 grams per meal. That'll give you fewer blood sugar spikes, and eat in consistent windows. Then work on supporting your cortisol. Have an evening routine, do some breath work, maybe try some magnesium. Have a stable sleep schedule. Next, work on building muscle. Strength training over cardio. And then test your hormones, not just estrogen, but progesterone, testosterone, insulin. Look at your cortisol curve, not just a one-time cortisol. Look at your thyroid numbers, inflammation markers. All of these things should be assessed. And then there are ways to lower inflammation. Look at your gut health. Omega-3 fish oil is a very nice natural anti-inflammatory. Hydrate your body, get in the necessary minerals. If this resonates, if you're doing everything right and still not seeing changes, if your body feels unfamiliar, it's not just you. It really is your physiology, and you deserve support that matches what's going on in your body. If you'd like a personalized plan and a full evaluation, you can book your Ready to Feel Good Again initial consultation with my team. The link is below. I want you to know your body is not betraying you. It's actually transitioning. And with the right support, you absolutely can feel like yourself or even better than before.